Live? Yeah, every single stream starts off, am I live? Okay, I do have water. About to say, no way am I not gonna have no water when I'm about to stream a video. What? Anyways, I'm over here acting crazy. Okay, let me see if I can see everything. Okay, nice. Hello, people. Seku-Senpai here. We're back for some more Umineko When They Cry. Yeah, it's been, what, a whole week since then? 7 days? Yeah, last time I streamed was last Tuesday. I was going to stream on, what is this? Get this out of here. Yeah, I am live. What the heck? Stream elements to give me alerts? Okay, whatever. Oh, hey, yo, Victor. Hey, welcome to the stream. Oh, yeah, thanks for the 20K. Yeah, we made it to 20K, man. Yo, Genshin Nor, welcome to the stream as well. Yo, everyone popping into the stream right now. Man, it's great to be back. It's great to be back, though. Yeah, I meant to stream on Thursday. No, I said I wasn't going to stream on Thursday because I was busy. I meant to stream on Friday, but what happened? I think I was tired and I had a headache, so I just didn't want to stream. That's all that was. But yeah, we're back for this. Anything else I want to announce before I get into this? Nothing new, really. That's pretty much it. How's everyone else doing? How are you doing? Hopefully you are doing great. Hopefully everything's going well. Let me make sure this game loads up, actually. And let me see what happened last time. As I recall, last time everyone's on the island. All that stuff's going on. The murders haven't happened yet. Ava had that conversation with Cross. They had that whole argument at the table. A bunch of stuff like that. And I think that's it. Pretty sure something else happened as well. But I'm going to, of course, when I start this, I'm going to know. But okay, awesome. It's loaded now. There we go. Haha. Man, I'm just streaming. It's only been like 1 week, and I'm just like overly excited to stream. Okay, making sure all my settings are good. Let me know if the lags or anything, because I know it's windy outside, and whenever it's windy outside, that sometimes affects the stream a little bit. So let me know if it like lags or anything like that. Yes, Ava wants to solve the epitaph. Yep. Ava wants to solve the epitaph. Yeah, arc. Yeah, we're in that arc right now. Yep. Start. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. I'll let you drink something, man. Ooh. Calm down. Calm down, Ava. Calm down, Ava, please. We just started and you're already I don't even know what she said. Okay, let me see where everyone's at. Okay, everyone here. What's up, Beatrice? And oh yeah, backlog is this. Cackle, that piercing reminds me of hey, I won't get in red, but Rosa will explain on my behalf. Okay, yeah, they're having their conversation. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Rosa was going to say something. Yep. Okay. I follow. Okay. Oh. Okay, so backlog just... Okay, I understand. I follow. I'm over here. Okay. Yes, Rosa does too. Oh, big show me what you got. I'm not doing... Okay. Rosa? Oh, be careful, Rose. You don't want Ava to go off on you now. Uh-huh. Yes, I remember Battler was arguing about the 1920, but that's what I remember. And then we cut to this, right? Yeah. Yo, I remember that number. She gave off that ridiculous number. Can I get to that many subscribers one day? I also looked up that, I think it was you, Rudolph, who told me to look up that person. What was it? Walpurga Ostrich? That's a crazy story. I forget. I think it was you. Someone mentioned it to me, but I looked up that story. That's an insane real life story. I read up on that. That's... Ooh. From the beginning, Rosa had never been one to cut in on the siblings' fights. But even so, she seemed motivated. Oh yeah, there was also... What was his name? Volvo? What's his name? The demon dude. Demon butler. Butler demon. Renov. What did I say? Okay, Renov. Yeah, Renov. Yeah, I remember Battle was also talking to him last time, along with Beatrice. Okay, I remember. Okay, I remember stuff now. And said almost nothing during the night's conference. Yeah, the whole time she had hung her head and appeared to be thinking of something else. Yo, for real, IRL stuff. Oh man, people are out here wild. Okay, even days are now why do you think you're protecting her? Okay. Dang, you gotta call her out like that? You're also the mother of a child? Wait, is that what she literally just said? You're also the mother of your child, so get stronger. What? Okay.
朝がだいぶ早かったんじゃないかね。体調が悪いなら無理をしない方がいいだろう。
客室にベッドの用意がありますよ。
Yeah, of course not. So you got the headache. Let me stay away from my actual I would say console, my actual PC.
ご案内しますよ。
Man, I was recording something yesterday.
大丈夫です。
And I hit my PC, everything was gone. Because I unplugged it, essentially. Because I bumped into it, so... I bump into this, everything right here, about to stop. Okay, what's up though, Rosa? Yeah, why are you like so out of it? What's going on?
Yeah. そう？さっきからずっと心ここにあらずという感じ。
Yeah, what's on your mind? What's on your mind?
そしてそれは今私たちがしている議題と何か関係があるんじゃないかしら。
Interesting. At those words, everyone stared at Rosa together. As if in response, Rosa's shoulders quivered. Ooh. Apparently, curious guess hadn't been wrong. And she said, okay. Rosa couldn't deny it either.
Yeah.
Either? She swallowed whatever it was she had been trying to say and went silent again. Of course, the other siblings also began to realize that something about her appearance was different from usual.
どうしたんだ? さっきからおかしいぞ.
Like, yo, you're acting weird. She actually is kind of like, what's up?
わしら全員で団結しようって誓い合ったばかりやないか。一人で悩むなんて水臭い話やで。話したってな。
ローザ、話しなさい。
Across his voice. Rosa. The men pressed her one after another, and Rosa confessed resignedly and nervously. Jane, they're peer pressuring her. The atmosphere made it seem as though she was confessing to some modest prank, which had inadvertently brought about a serious situation.
いえ、そのベアトリーチェっていうお父様の愛人って本当にその
She's still alive.
生きてるのかしらって思って。はあ？そりゃ生きてるに決まってるでしょう。こうして手紙を送ってくるぐらいだもの。
Hey, they also open up the letter.
元気かどうかは別の問題だろうけどね。
Yo, for real. You say potato, I say potato. Yo, for real. You gotta go with that either.
今じゃきっといいお年だろうぜ。
元気やと思うで。金のことで悪知恵働くやつは決まっていくつになっても元気や。案外悪巧みは最高の回春剤かもしらへんで。
You're Hideyoshi, man. I vibe with that. I vibe with that that joke actually. Even though it's she shouldn't be alive, huh? Ooh, what did she witness?
ベアトリーチェが死んでるのよ。私が殺した。
Oh, what? Yeah, what?
なんだって?
Sudden, whoa. What does she mean? That's, yeah.
も私が殺したわけじゃ。
How are you gonna say I killed her, but I didn't really, but I wasn't really the one who killed her? What are you talking
で
about?
も私があんなところに連れ出したから、やっぱり私が殺したのよ。あれは夢だと思い込もうとしたのよ。
It wasn't a dream. Okay.
やっぱりあれは夢じゃなかったのよ。だからこれはベアトリチェの俺からの手紙なのよ。
Yo, she's freaking out. It was so sudden that everyone was lost for words. Rosa kept talking, unable to stop, holding her head as her hair flew all about.
どうか落ち着いて。
Yo, for real,
Rosa-san.
relax. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out.
わしには何が何やらさっぱりや。
Same,
もう死
man.
んどる？
Yeah.
どういう意味
Okay,
なん
so
や。
she killed her, but she... Okay, interesting.
二つの意味があると思うわ。
Okay, Kiri.
まず一つ目
Let
は
me hear your analysis.
そしてもう一つは私たちの想像が正しかったことを裏付けるもの。
When they revive. Hey, hello, Cap Wardiana? Oh, hello, welcome. Second best early. Okay, interesting.
という
Ghost of Beatrice.
ローザ
Hey, who knows? Who
ベ
knows?
アトリーチェに会ったことがあるというのか。
そんな話、ローザの口からは一度も聞いたことがないわ。
Yeah, what was that? He means Rosa has met Beatrice, right?
ローザ、いつよ。
Yo,
あなたは
chill.
一体いつベアトリーチェに会ったのよ。
Yo, her yelling at her is not making the situation easier. Obviously, Rosa is distraught.
昔よ、ずっと昔よ、まだこの島に引っ越してきたばかりで私は幼かった、私は悪くないの。私が殺したわけじゃ。
It's not like I... Yo.
落ち着け。
Yo, for real.
もうお前を責めちゃい
Yo.
ねえぜ。
Yeah, no one's pointing fingers yet.
水でも飲め。夏日さん、水差しを頼む。
はい、
Yo, for real. Yo, she...
ローザさん、どうか落ち着いて。
Rosa really... Man. Hey, yo, thanks for joining. Yeah, a lot of fun. Hey, thanks for checking it out. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm getting drink too, Rudolph. Until Rosa was able to calm her raged breath, or ragged breath, no one was able to speak a word. Okay. So she killed Beatrice, but she didn't kill Beatrice. And it's when they first met. Okay, interesting. Let me write this down, actually, so I don't forget about what I knocked down. But whatever. Of course, I grab a pen with no ink. What's this, a flashback? We're going back to younger Beatrice? Because I remember this, yeah, this yard from the... Do I have a pencil? Oh, interesting. Okay, here we go. Pencil.
ベアトリーチェ。
What? Kinzo?
先ほどから呼んでおる。
Oh, hold up, Kinzo. Let me write this down quickly. Okay.
聞こえなんだか？
Yeah, what? Okay. M.
そうであったか。
Huh.
すまない。
Dang.
ぼんやり考え事をしていた。
Huh. Dang, she's speaking different.
良い
Different
天気だな。
articulation right there.
なるほど。陽気に心を奪われるのもわかるというもの。紅茶はここで飲むか？
Huh.
わらわは何者なのか。
But she don't know who she is. Huh.
今紅茶を持ってくる。
But he didn't answer.
しばし
Okay.
待て。
紅茶は良い。わらわの話に付き合え。
よかろう。
Kinzo had used the excuse of getting black tea to try and interrupt the conversation for the time being. but his attempt had been very transparent. I sat in a garden chair and beckoned Kinzo to do the same. Kinzo sat down heavily, exaggerating his age. For a while we sat and appreciated the silence.
わらわは何者なのか。この問いに今日まで答えてくれた者はおらぬ。
And he didn't answer the question too.
はぐらかす。
What that's about.
そなたとは長い仲だ。わらわはそなたを無理の友であり。
Even my father.
そして父ですらあると思っておる。
Whoa.
だからどうか教えてほしい。そなたは知っているはずだ。わらわが何者であるかを。
But he's not going to
な
answer?
ぜにそのようなことが気になるのか。そなたはベアトリーチ。
Okay, so he let her know.
こ
Okay.
の屋敷の
Or
主
the
ではない
name.
か。
Master of this mansion. Is that not so?
それ以上の何を知りたいというのか。
Okay.
わからぬ。
Okay.
なんだ。何が知りたいのか自分でもわからぬというのか。それは不可解な。若き日には出口なき思考の迷路にて遊びたくなることもある。
Okay.
そなたの悩みもそれであろう。
Kinzo laughed as though it was a trivial matter. However, I couldn't help but feel that this behavior was another attempt to force me to stop any further questioning. Yeah.
やはりそなたもそれを語ってはくれぬのか。
Yeah, he's not gonna answer that at
語
all.
ることなど何もない。そなたはベアトリーチェだ。
And nothing else. Okay,
それで
Kinzo.
十分ではないか。
Obviously, it's not. If she's questioning.
わらわが知りたいのは名前ではない。
Yep.
わらわが何者なのか。
Who? More like an identity, not just a name.
わらわは誰で何で
What I am.
いつからここにいて、そしていつまでここで日々を過ごせばよいのか。
やはり紅茶を持ってこよう。
Yo, changing the
せっ
subject.
かくの陽気
Sussy,
がも
man.
ったいないとは思わぬか。
Don't you think it a waste of this fine weather for a hot tea? No thanks.
これは何の話だ。
Oh, Battler, here we go.
どうやら
I want to hear your diagnosis of this. Diagnosis like I'm at the
その
doctor.
ようだな。
Huh.
まさかここまで遡るとは。
Okay, far back. Okay, so it's like probably the story. Yeah, the story of the past. Okay.
自分は誰なのかとはまた。
Yeah, for real.
高尚な悩みをお持ちのようじゃねえか。
無理もないわ。当時のわらわは自分が何者なのか、
What's the reason for
何の
that?
ために生きているのかを理解できなかった。
ま、誰でも思春期になると
Yo, Battler gotta bring up
自分の生きる
puberty.
意味
Like,
とは何ぞやみたいな哲学的な悩みに一度はとらわれるものさ。お前にもそんな微笑ましい時期があっただけという話だろ。
I guess. It's kind of weird them having a casual conversation.
わらわは生まれた時からその屋敷におった。そして屋
Okay.
敷の中だけで生きた。
Inside the mansion. Huh.
もちろん庭には出られたが、敷地はとても高い柵で囲まれており、それを出ることはで
Interesting.
きず、また出てはならないと厳しく言われておる。
That I mustn't leave.
わらわはな、屋敷と庭は自由に歩けたが、その外へは自らの意志ではたった一歩出ることさえ叶わなかった。
そりゃどういう意味だよ。
Okay.
物心ついた時からずっとカゴの鳥だったって言いたいのか。
You seem to say that as far as I can remember you. Yep, that's basically what she's saying.
そういうものだと思っていた。何しろ気づいた時からそういう生活だったからな。
Yep.
疑問にも思わなかっ
Mm-hmm.
お前一体何者なんだ
Yeah, that's what she's asking too, man.
それよそれこそ
Mm-hmm.
わらわも
The
また
answer that she was
望んだ
hoping
も
to
のだ
get to.
どうせ人間ではなくて魔女でしたって言いやがるんだろ
Hmm.
いや違う
Oh, that's not true.
まだ違う
Yet. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sure it said something like I wasn't human, I was a witch, right?
いや
So that was once the case,
そうだ
yeah.
と言うべきか
Okay. Was human, then
わ
became
ら
a
わは
witch,
金蔵によって
but
作られ
yet
た
wasn't. I was
人間によっ
constructed.
て作られた人間
I was constructed by Kings, a human built by a human.
だ
Yeah.
いや肉でできた檻とでも言うべきか
What does that mean? Cage of flesh?
なんだよそれ
Yo, for
妙な
real.
話を言い出しやがって
This is.
どうせそなたは信じぬだろうがな
Uh-huh.
まずは聞け
Okay.
わらわは千年を経た偉大なる魔女であっ
Okay.
たしかしある時金蔵によって呼び出され
Mm-hmm.
その秘術にて永遠の虜となるよう縛られたのだ
At one point, she was summoned by Kinzo and became his prisoner for eternity. Okay.
そりゃ初耳だぜ
Huh. Okay.
後ろ宮家で知られてる話では
Did I press something?
お前はじい様に呼び出されて
Yes,
悪
yeah,
魔の契
that,
約みたいなのを結んで
yeah, that's, yeah,
Oh,授けた
that's like the
ってことになってる
basis
ぜ。
of what I know as well, or you know, the backstory that
そ
everyone
れは
knows.
正しい
Uh-huh.
そしてわらわは黄金を授け
Exactly.
契約の終わ
Yeah.
る時まで姿を消すはずだっ
But okay, there's always a but.
たまあモテる女の辛いとこよな金蔵はこともあろうかわらわに恋をした
Hmm.
じい様も金眼が進んでたんだろうよ
So Kinzo summoned you and then fell for you.
ついでに乱視だな
Stigmats.
よりによってお前に惚れるとはよ
Huh? Yo, how's she gonna take that? Like, just like
まあ
whatever.
我々にとっては迷惑この上ない話よ
hmm
しかし人間の力とは恐ろしいもので
Hmm.
なあれは恐ろしい力を発揮してわらわをこの地へ釘付けにしたのだ
And rude me to this place.
わらわが首を縦に振らぬ限り解放せぬと言ってな
Hmm.
なんとも強引な男よ
Okay.
すげえじゃねえかよじい様がオカルトかぶれなのは誰もが知るところだが大魔女ベアトリーチェ様を釘付けにするほどの力があったとは
Yeah,
な
where's this power derived from?
バカバカしいそんなおかしな話信じると思うか
You don't believe that, man?
やはり
Like,
信じぬか
like for real? After everything that's going down, you ain't gonna believe that story?
お前が森の中の秘密屋敷に隠居していたって事実だけだ
You lived in this hidden mansion in the middle of the forest.
お前こ
Interesting.
そがロッケン島の19人
Yeah,
目
it
な
goes
んだ
back
ろ
to that hidden mansion. Yep.
いかにも
Mm-hmm.
そなたの
Okay.
想像通りここはロッケン島の森
Dang, it's kind of cool, low
大
key.
海からは見つ
That
けること
mansion,
も
low key,
叶わぬ
also
隠
looks
し
nicer
味
than the other mansion.
その名も
Not as extravagant,
クワ
but
ドリア
Kua Dorian, Nightbird's
そういや
Retreat.
ゲストハウスの正しい名はトライアンだって聞いたななるほどネーミングセンスは近いな
Wait. Visitors Retreat, Nine Birds Retreat. Why 9 birds?
そしてお前はそこに隠居していたじい様の愛人そうだな
愛人というの
Yo,
は
she
正
said,
しくな
don't
い
call me mistress. Hold up, Ballard.
金蔵の片思いであったというべ
Unrequited
き
love.
だ
Yeah,
先
100%.
ほども話したであろう
She did. She said I wasn't interested in the dude.
あれが勝手にわらわに惚れた、そしてわらわに求愛したが
He corpsed me. Oh man.
そしてわらわをこの隠し屋敷へ閉じ込めたのだ。
Interesting.
屋敷に閉じ込めたというのは正しくないか。この体に閉じ込めた。
In this body. So this mansion's like a living being?
最後が何を言ってるのかわかんねえぜ。
Huh.
どうせそなたはバカにして聞かぬであろう。何しろ。
It makes sense. Yeah, Battler. Why's the point of telling him? I want to know though. Can you let the viewers know?
それを口にするは愚の骨頂だ。
Interesting right there. Empty garbage. Oh man. Oh.
信じるかどうかは俺が判断するぜ。聞かなきゃ話も進まねえしな。話せよ。
He ain't lying. If he doesn't ask, we're gonna continue back to the siblings argument or whatever. Yeah, let's hear about this. Ah. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
金蔵はわらわに求愛を拒まれたが、それ式でへこたれる男ではない。
Of course, dude's determined. Once he wants something, he will try and get it.
わらわをこの屋敷へ閉じ込め、わらわを口説き落とそうと永遠の時間を
An
費やした。
eternity trying to win my heart.
強
Eternity.
引なやつだな。しつこい男は嫌われるだろ。
Huh. 100%. I don't think anyone wants to deal with anyone obstinate.
求愛に応えるかどうかは別にして、男をそこまで必死にさせるのは、まあ、
But she liked it.
そう理解ではない。
She said, yo, a little annoying, but hey, I liked it. Yo, flattery.
わらわは決して首を縦には振らなかった。
Yeah,
なん
but
と
she
か
never
その
did,
戒めから
so.
逃れようとしたが、あれの結界は強固で
So
破れ
there's a barrier also around. It makes sense, yeah, why she couldn't just leave.
それで
What happened next?
さまざまな抵抗を試みた結果、金蔵の結界から逃れるには肉の体を捨てるほかないという結論。
Oh.
肉体というものは
And then she
魔
lost
法を
physical.
語る上で
Okay.
とても制約の多い器なのだ。
Okay, I'm following. I'm following.
肉の体を捨てる
Yep.
なんだよそれ。幽体離脱みたいなものか
In a way.
まあそんなものと
Basically getting rid of a
しか
physical-ish
しわらわは
form.
精霊ではない。魔女ではあっても、もともとは
Yeah,
肉
the
の
human's
体
body
で
of
生まれ
flesh.
落ちた
Yeah.
人間。
Okay, I get it.
そのわらわにとって肉体を捨てるということは死を意味するほどではないにしても、それに準ずる覚悟が必要だった。
それはつまり自殺することでしか解放されないと決意した
Oh,
って意味な
man.
のか。
自殺ではない。あくまでも肉の体を捨てるだけの。
Throwing away my body flesh, just disregarding it.
魂だけになるのは心もと
I
ない。
live in this precarious situation. Okay.
魂は肉の体を出れば太陽の強い風に絶えずさらされてしまう。
Mm-hmm.
それによって吹き散らされないように自らを維持するのはわらわとて容易なことではない。
Scattered by them. Wait. Of course, became nothing more than a soul's precarious situation. When the soul leaves the body of flesh, it's constantly exposed to the strong winds of the sun. It's not easy for me to maintain. Okay. He's talking about
でき
okay.
ることなら避けたい最後の手段だった。しかし金蔵の結界から逃れるにはそれしかなかったのだ。
Yeah, she just wanted to get out that barrier. Okay.
何しろわらわは自由人。金蔵の生が果てるまでカゴにて飼われるのはご
Yo, she was not about to wait till he died. She said, I'm out now. I couldn't see the stuff Bito kept going on about throwing away her body of flesh as anything more than suicide. Grandfather persistently courted her, and to escape from that, she chose her own death?
それで自殺したってのか。何を言ってやがる。当のお前はそこでのんびりガーデンチェアに腰掛けてるじゃねえか。
そうだ。 それこそが金蔵によって与えられた新たな檻だったのだ。
Oh, wait. You talking about that? Okay.
檻？この屋敷のことか。
Yeah.
違う。
Oh, no.
そこのガーデンチェアにてくつろぐわらわの
Oh,
体
her
の
actual body?
金蔵は魂となって抜け出そうとしたわらわをそれでもなお逃すつもりはなかったのだ。いやいや恐ろしいやつ。普通は片思いの女が死んでみせれば100年の恋も冷めるであろうに、だからこそあれも魔術師の端くれなのか。
Laughs.
さっぱりわからねえ魔女っ子トークで煙に巻くな。
Witchy girl talk.
つまり、なんだってんだ。
Huh. In short.
金蔵は
Ooh, what are these
魂となった
speckles?
わらわすらも逃さなかったということだ。人間の思いというやつは恐ろしい。これほどまでの魔力を発揮するとは。死者の魂をつなぎ止めるなど、それを専門に弓道する魔術師でもおいそれと至れぬ境地よ。
Tying down a dead soul is not something that can be accomplished easily. Okay. But so even after she became, a soul, okay, he still is able to, okay.
わらわはそれを知るからこそ
Still tie down
金蔵の恐るべき魔力にその時初めて驚愕した。そして金蔵はわらわの魂を捕まえ
Okay.
連れだが魂を捉えておく檻は鉄でも鉛でも作れない。
That's made out of flesh?
ただ一つを除いて
Which is why it's the fleshed mansion or something?
なんだよ。魔法の檻だとでも言い出すのかよ。
違う。わらわやそなた
Yeah, the
の
body of flesh, yeah.
この肉の体だ。肉と血でできた檻だけが魂をこの世につなぎ止める。金蔵はわらわの魂を
Or, yeah.
わらわと瓜二つ
The
に作
flesh
り上げた
cage.
肉の檻を
Yeah.
再び閉じ込めたのだ。
要約するとこういうことか。
Okay.
じいさまがしつこく求愛するんで嫌になり自殺したがうまく死にきれなかったってことだろ。まりくどい言い方しやがってからに。
In short,
いいや違う。わらわはホムン
yeah,
クル
but
スの
this
獅
is
子
so
に魂を閉じ
shut
込め
up in the seed of a homunculus.
試験管の中より生まれ入れたのだ。
What?
は
Yo, she just took it to a whole different level. She was shut up in the seed of a homunculus and born out of a test tube. What are you talking
そ
about
んなのあるわ
now?
けねえだろ。
生命を生み出す奇跡すらも金蔵は成し遂げたのだ。わら
Okay.
わの魂を閉じ込める檻にするためだけにな。己の恋心だけでこれほどの魔力を見せるとはつくづく恐ろしいやつよ。
Huh.
ああ、もうさすがにバカバカしくなって
You
きた
ain't
ぜ。
lying, Battler. This went on to a different level I did not expect.
俺は何も信じねえぜ。
But should I have
勝手
expected
に
it?
やってやがれってんだ。
なんだその不愉快な態度は。
Yeah, what's that about? He's mad about it?
最初は何か重大なヒントが隠されているだろうと多少の興味を示したが
That's why he asked.
聞けば聞くほどおかしな話になっていく。魔女を否定するゲームのはずなのにいつの間にか魔女話を鵜呑みにさせられていく気がするぜ。
Oh
悪
man.
いがこれ以上耳を貸す気はねえな。
He said, nah, that's boring me.
勝手に好きなだけほざいてろよ。
Huh.
耳クソでもほじってるからよ。
Dang. Yo. Yo, that was messed up. Yo, that was the disrespect right there. When I started acting cold, Bito seemed unusually discouraged. Of course, her expression was still shameless, but In that really easy to understand expression of hers, I had the feeling I was able to catch a glimpse of the loneliness and my failure to find the story of her past interesting. For some reason, that subtle reaction made her seem pitiful. So even though I kept my careless attitude, I decided to cover for her slightly. Dang it, even if she's an irritating witch, I'm weak against her because her chromosomes are at double X. Oh my gosh, this dude. Rather Kinza. Yo, full metal furniture. Full metal furniture. Oh man. Okay, what you gonna say, Battler?
信じる気は毛頭ねえけどよ。
Ah.
続けろよ。お茶菓子代わりに聞いてやるぜ。
わらわの身の上話が茶化扱いとはな。
Huh?
そこまでこき下ろされてまでのこのこ語ると思うか？
Yo, for real. After I made fun of her, Bito reacted a little sensitively. It looked like, even though making fun of people was her specialty, she was horrible at being made fun of by others. Just then, my black teacup suddenly made a sound surprising me. Oh, Renove.
お嬢様の魂は捕らえられ、新しい生命の檻に
Oh, he's just gonna tell us. Okay, thanks, Renove.
それはつまり、お嬢様が再び人間として生を受けたということです。
Okay. Before I realized it, the demon below had taken my cup and was adding more black tea to it.
ロノエ。
Or Ronoe.
話はよい。
Wait, how'd she say Ronoe?
こやつはバカバカしくて危険というでな。わらわもバカバカしくて話す気にもならない。
Yo, she said, you didn't want to listen to my
新しいク
backstory?
ッキーを今焼かせているところでございます。
Yeah, I'm about to bake some cookies after this too, Renove.
それまで
Renove?
お茶菓子代わりにお嬢様の昔話がちょうどいいかと思いまして。
Indeedo. Boo, cuckoo!
もうわらわの話は良いというのに。揃って不愉快な奴らだ。わらわは
She said
席を外すぞ。
unpleasant people.
ロノエ、給仕を済ませたらとっとと下がるのだぞ。バトラと無駄話などするでないぞ。
かしこまりました。努力いたします。
Okeo. Mayo. Bito's short temper, peculiar to women, which I didn't really understand, took hold of her, and she turned her body into gold butterflies scattered and disappeared. Nove. Okay. I'm gonna see an accent there. Huh. Okay, interesting. After that, only Renault had made the scent of black tea were left. Renove. Okay, I kind of get it.
ご自覚があられるようですので、これ以上申し上げることはございませんよ。
Oh, that's the sound of the wind on my window. That scared the heck out of me. I was like, what the what's that sound? It's windy as heck.
ちょっと待てよ。とどめを刺したのはお前だろうが。
Who struck the finishing? Ooh. Huh?
はて、何のことやら。
Huh?
お砂糖とミルクはいかがですか？
This dude's sly though. I like it.
ミルクだけでいいぜ。あと、お茶菓子も欲しいな。
That tea would be nice too. Okay. Nice.
クッキーが焼けるにはまだ時間がかかりますよ。
How long are these cookies gonna take? What kind of oven are you using to bake them?
かしこまりました。
Or what kind of cookies are they?
ご清聴をいただけるのでしたら続きをお話しいたします。
Does it take like 10-15 minutes for cookies to bake? Well, depending on the cookies, I guess. The cookie.
ホムンクルスがなんとかって言ったな。
Yeah, what's up with this homunculus?
一応は知ってるぜ。
Through the seed of a homunculus and out through a tube.
あれだろ
Yo, she was... Yeah.
錬金術高で作り出せ。人造人間のことだろ
Indeedo. Yo.
はい。お嬢様の魂は
I'll crack
ホ
myself
ムン
up.
クルスに閉じ込められ再び赤子となって生を受けこの世に蘇ったのです。 かし赤子でございますか
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, yeah. Where the Yo, for real.
金蔵様が愛を語ろうともそれは無駄なことで
I
ご
was
ざい
thinking
ま
about too.
す
Yeah, where's the D come into equation with that name? Okay, what's this about that? However, because of this, she was a Millennium soul shut up into among it. She was revived into this world, receiving life again as a baby. However, but she was a baby. Any professional love of Kinzo's part would have been useless. Yep. Yeah, because she was being a baby.
まさかじい様はその赤ん坊をこの隠し屋敷に同じ年に成長するまで閉じ込めたってのか
That's messed up.
はい
Wow, that's cold-blooded.
しかし
Not even cold-blooded, that's
魂は
horrible.
同じといえど人間の魂はその器に強く影響を受けます、
Okay.
お嬢様はかつての記憶を全て失われごく普通の人間の少女として成長されました
That's about homunculus wrong. Lost all her memories of the past and grew up as a very normal human girl. Okay, that's why she was asking who I am, who am I and stuff. What? Oh. Okay, I follow.
それが、そこのガーデンチェアに座ってるベアートだってのか
はいその通りでございます、まさに瓜二つに成長なされました、しかし魔女としての力は持ち合わせておりません
However, it did not possess her power, which,
あくまでも人間としてのお嬢
became
様なの
completely
です
human. She's in the back. Bito was sitting in the garden chair looking up at the sky, voiced that same question again. She asked who she was. The meaning of those words was finally starting to click. Yep, she couldn't understand why she was living here, all locked up. Grandfather had seized Beatrice's soul, shut it up in a body of flesh, and then shut that up in a hidden mansion. However, since she had lived here since the time of her birth, she couldn't even understand who she was, or why she lived shut up in there. Dang, that is sad. Wait. Mate. Who would take such a stupid story seriously? Why don't I change my interpretation? In other words, couldn't it be something like this? Okay, what's your interpretation? Grandfather met Beatrice, and we know that. Then you fell in love with her and courted her, but she didn't accept him. Then he flew into a rage and shut her up inside this hidden mansion. Beatrice tried to escape, but no matter what she did, she couldn't succeed. So she finally chose her own death. And then, no, maybe there was a girl who looked just like Beatrice. No, a baby. Grandfather raised this child with care, and maybe he didn't view this child as his daughter. I ain't too sure about that, man. The soul was once again shut up in a cage of flesh. Those words probably meant that he didn't view this kid as her child. And then, but as her reincarnation. Okay, I'm following his interpretation. Maybe that's what it meant. If you interpret it that way, even a story this weird might make a little sense. No. This might be some bullcrap Bito cooked up to confuse me. As if I could accept any of this. In the first place, Kuwadorian, was it? There's no proof whatsoever that a hidden mansion actually existed. Couldn't this be something she fabricated on the spot?
Rokkenjimaの森の中には
Scare me with that.
クワド
There
リ
we
アン
go,
とい
the
う
red.
隠し屋敷が実現し
Validation right there.
それが今話をしていた場所です
Does exist. So there is another mansion. We know that for a fact now.
赤
Renove. I'm just gonna go. Yo, this guy used the red to say the Kuwadorian actually existed. This conversation's over with his name. Did that mean the same thing as the red Bito used?
これでも悪魔の端くれでございますのでお嬢様には内緒にしてくださいね
Okay. I am indeed a demon. Yeah, we know that, man. Bito, who knew I would try to trip her up, had grown extremely cautious when using red. I think that Renove, I'm gonna say Renove for now, could use the red. However, it was the red of a crafty man. I didn't know how far I could accept it. But anyway, I might be able to get some kind of hint out of it.
このクアドリアンの庭でくつろいでるベアトとさっきのじい様との会話は真実なのか？
はい、真実です。
Okay.
かつて
It's the truth though.
実際にこの場所でお二人はこのような会話をなされました。
Like that in this place. Okay. So, the mansion exists. Well, like the other mansion exists. And they actually did have that conversation. Beatrice, okay. And Kinzo.
助かるぜ。
Okay. You're
さあに
welcome.
赤で頼む。あいつホムンクルスから生まれたなんて言いやがったが。
Yeah.
そんな非科学的な魔法的存在実在するのか？
Okay.
その問いかけにはお答えできません。
Okay.
理由はステイルメイトになるからでございます。
And what's that last question? You said she was born from a homunculus. Does that kind of unscientific magical thing actually exist? He can't answer that question. After doing so would cause a stalemate. Okay.
ステイルメイト？なんだそりゃ。
Yeah.
チェスの用語で千日手のパーペチュアルと同様に
Perpetual check. Yep.
それ以上のゲーム進行が不可能になる宣言です。これは千日手とは正反対で
Yeah, opposite. Yeah.
指
That's
し
a
手
good way
が
to put
な
it.
くなる
Yeah.
ある種の手詰まりの状態を指します。パーペチュアルに同じでチェスではこれを引き分けにしております。ただしお嬢様とバトラ様のゲームでは引き分けがございません。ですのでステイルメイトになる質問には赤でお答えすることができないのです。
よくわからねえこと言って煙に巻いてるが。
Yeah.
つまりホモンクルスなんて魔法的存在が実在するって赤で言えないからごまかしてるだけなんだろ？
Yeah.
仮に私が赤で魔女は実在すると言ったら
What would that
バト
do?
ラ様はどういたしますか？
それを信じるか信じないかで、俺たちは大喧嘩してるんじゃねえか
That'd be
よ。
ended that.
それを言われちまったら身もゲームオーバーだ。
It would be.
魔女は存在すると赤で申し上げたなら、バトラ様には反論の
It'd
余
be
地
over.
がありません。
GG.
しかしバトラ様はその理由が示されない以上それを
But yeah, even if that was the case, I believe that as well. He wouldn't
赤で語られる以
go
上
with it though.
反論の余地もなく証拠も示されない。この場合、敗北を認められないにもかかわらず反論の手がなく手詰まりとなってしまいます。チェックメイトされていないにもかかわらず次なる指し手が存在しない。バトラ様が次の一手を打てない以上お嬢様に手番が回ってくることはなく、ゲームはそこで永遠に
For all eternity, yep. With no clear victor.
その結果お嬢様があなたを屈服させることもできない。これが手詰まりの状態です。それを回避するためこのような形になるご質問には赤でお答えすることができないのです。
Makes sense. Makes sense. I respect
早い
that.
話が身も蓋もない質問は禁止だとそう言いたいわけだな。まあそりゃそうだよな。
Yeah.
赤で魔女は実在するって言われちまったら俺は鼻からお手上げだぜ。
Exactly.
ご理解いただけて助かります。他の形の質問でしたらご協力できるかと思いますよ。
We might be able to work together if you ask questions in a different form.
奴がはぐらか
Word
し
it
た
differently.
副賞要求には答えられるか？ この島の人数だ。
Interesting.
が保留されている副賞要求に
He can't respond. Dang. I was low-key was hoping he would actually be a little bit of a rebel. Oh, Renova going with that furniture talk already. Renova made a clear, exaggerated gesture, trying to act like a loyal retainer. This guy's so shameless. I had a feeling he was going to be the one to say furniture first in
一
this.
瞬でも使えるやつと思ったのによ。諦めて他の質問を探すか。
Okay.
そうだ。大事なことを確認するのを忘れてた。これはベアとの思い出話なんだろ？いつの話なんだ？まさか現在ってことはないだろ。
はい。
Oh.
ここは1967年の世界。
Okay. So let me also write down the date. World of 19. Why do I have so many notebooks right here? Oh, here's my other pen. Hey, I like my other pen. I like writing in pen. So world of 1967.
前の世界でございます。
1967. 19 years previous. Okay. Interesting. 1967. Let's try to rearrange the story again. I wonder if I could... I wonder if it could be something like this. Okay. Grandfather fell in an unrecorded love with a person called Beatrice. Then he confined her in this hidden mansion and continued to court her. But since she was stubborn and didn't give in, eventually she grew pessimistic about being able to escape from here and probably committed suicide. And then her soul was put in a homunculus, and no, if I accept that, it's the same as accepting the witch. If I can interpret that part like this, she probably had a she had a daughter, posthumous, humos. Grandfather must have believed that her soul had been placed in a new physical body, and might have thought that the child was the reincarnation of the witch. Okay, that means at least 19 years ago, Bito existed on this island as the 19th person. So
混乱してきたぜ。
yeah, man,
いずれにせよ、憶測の域を出ない。
that this is only a
確
speculative
実に赤で言える
situation.
ことは、1967年のロッケン島の隠し屋敷に、人間としてのベアトリーチェが存在した。
Existed as a
そ
human.
れだ
Yep.
から。
その通りでございます。
Man.
1967年のロッケン島の隠し屋敷に人間としてのベアトリーチェ様が存在した。
Yeah, so she was also, yeah, write that down. She was human.
ああ、サンキュー。
You're
助か
welcome.
るぜ。
おめでとうございます。これでバトラ様の19人目の駒はその存在がはっきりしました。
Oh yeah, picture of the phone. That would also help.
バトラ様が熱望
Yeah, I
さ
might
れ
do
た
that too.
18人以外に罪をなすりつけら
Where's
れ
my
る
phone anyway?
19人目の人
Oh, it's all
間。
the way over there.
いかなる罪をもなすりつけることのできるそれがお嬢様とは実に愉快。
That sacrifice she might. Okay. Yo, his laugh. Man. Somehow I didn't like how he put that, so I didn't feel like laughing along with him. That was a little ominous. And what was that how you said? A sacrificial sheep. Oh man, a sacrificial sheep, Seku, upon which you can shift the blame on any crime. How amusing. Okay.
ローザおばさんは言った。ベアトリーチェは死んだ。
Yeah, what's that about? Let's go back to
私が
that.
殺した。どういう意味なんだ。
Interesting. Yeah, I forgot Rosa did say that. She said like in the beginning, that whole thing with Beatrice's story
それは
I mean,
私の
forgot
口
about
から
that.
語るよりも、実際に顛末をご覧になった方が早いでしょう。少々時計を進めましょう。
Okay. Renove pulled a stylish pocket watch from his pocket and touched the watch stem. Time travel? As soon as he did, I saw gold. I can't read right now. I saw gold butterflies gather behind his back and take the form of a person. Okay, who's this about to be? Was it Bito? I quickly realized that it was someone else. Oh. Satan? Is this one called Satan? His oldest sister of the Seven Snakes, who loved tormenting me more than her other 3 meals a day. If I don't consider myself lucky to see that's sexy. Yo, Ballad, chill. I'm able to keep up with their torture game. Oh, Lucifer. My mistake.
まだこちらにおられましたか。ベアトリーチェ様が至急お呼びです。
This is my jam right here.
至急のどのようなご用やら。少々バトラ様とのおしゃべりが過ぎたようですね。それではバトラ様、私
Oh, so we're gonna be hanging out with her? Say less.
どうか引き続きお嬢様とのゲームをお楽しみください。
Okay. Hey, when I come back, we have those cookies ready, man. Those cookies baking forever,
あ
man.
んたは
Jeez.
ベアトより話が弾むからな。赤も気前よく使ってくれるしよ。ぜひまたおしゃべりに来いよな。
Sure, yo, man.
バトラ様、私めもこう見えてもお嬢様の家具、
Yep.
お嬢様が望まぬことはできませんよ。私が語った赤は本来ならお嬢様が自らの口で語るべきもの。
Okay.
へそを曲げてしまわれたお嬢様に代わって赤き真実を披露したに過ぎます。
Bang, bang.
やっぱあれへそを曲げてたよな。
That's why he just wanted to confirm. He laughed too. That's funny. Simi and Renove incomprehensibly hit it off. That steak, Neichan cocked her head curiously.
ロノウェ様、ベアトリーチェ様をお待たせしております。お急ぎを。
Okay.
直ちに参ります。それではバトラ様、後ほど。ようやく仲良くなれてきましたね。やはり良い友人になれる気がします。
Little friendship right here. Ain't that kind of nice?
ベアとの陰口仲間ってことならな。
Yo, for real.
ロノウェ様。
Man.
はいはい。それでは失礼いたします。
Okay. Maybe she didn't like seeing him act so friendly with me, or maybe she really had been told to hurry. When Steak Neichan let out a thunderous cry, Renove laughed frivolously and disappeared as if running away.
煉獄の七杭が長女のこの私がこの程度の用事で呼びつけられるなんて。ベアトリーチェ様もこの程度なら他の暇そうな妹たちに言いつければいいのに。
Hey, either or. Yo, I have no problem.
何をカリカリしてんだよ。
Oh,
ね、
man.
腹減ってんなら
Okay.
クッキーでも食えよ。
Yep.
最後の一枚をくれてやるぜ。
気が利くじゃない。なら一ついただこうかしら。
Is she just gonna take it, or is she gonna, like, hit him? I casually pushed the snack plate with the last remaining cookie over to her.
ありがとう。
Oh. As though coming as a period at the end of the sentence, a sharp sound pierced the table. The nails on the 3 of her fingers extended, grew sharp, and pierced the space between my fingers. Ooh, and on the hand that was pushing the plate, missing them by a hair's breadth. It happened in an instant, so for a while I didn't even realize that her fingernails had grown. Oh, okay. Tips of those sharp nails were like blades with a red manicure. The spaces between the bases of my fingers hurt sharply. Those razor-like blades had been plunged into the table a hair's breadth away from the back of my hand and my fingers. Because of those 3 blades, I was unable to let my careless right hand tremble, and by now all I could do was let a bead of cold sweat drip down.
姉ちゃん、そろそろ爪を切った方がいいぜ。
For real.
ルシファーよ。それが誇り高き
Because she
私の
said, call me by name again, otherwise I'll be your actual hand.
ベアトリーチェ様にお仕えする名誉ある家具。煉獄
The
の7
oldest,
回
yep.
の長女。
Okay. So Lucifer is the oldest one. Okay.
他の面汚しなグマイどもとはわけが違うの。それに見合った敬意を示さないと後悔することになるわよ。
Yes. Okay.
どう後悔するんだか。俺には見当もつかねえぜ。
Yo, Battler, you want to go on this test right here?
バカな子ね。そんなに遊んでほしいの？
Huh?
そんなに忘れられないの？私の悔いを思いっきり奥の奥までねじ込んで。
That sentence right there.
って楽しませてあげるわよ。
I'll thrust my estate deep into you and let you enjoy being gauged to the fullest. Oh my gosh.
くそったれ。
Oh yeah, they did say furniture again as well.
いつか押し倒して同じセリフ言ってやるぜ。
She didn't call him a kid,
あら、そう？
yeah.
楽しみにしてるわね。
What's that? Okay. Whoa. Play with fire, you get burned. Go back to this. Yeah, what was that last sentence though? Dang it, someday I'll have you down on the floor and say the same thing. Yo. Man. Both extra blood. Yo, for real. That did sound really. Okay. Rosa, okay, so back to Rosa over here. I don't even know. The men wanted to hurry her into talking faster, but Kiri intervened. Yeah, y'all over here like pressuring her, and you think she's going to answer instantly like that? If something like that really had happened, then it would have been a terrible experience that Rosa wouldn't want to remember. After taking several deep breaths with her hand over her chest, it seemed that she had more or less resolved herself to talk.
あれはいくつの時だったのかしら。
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Yeah, how old were you at the
中
time?
学生。
Middle school, probably.
よく覚えてない。
And how old is Rosa exactly? She's in her 30s, right? Or something? They don't say ages over here, do they? No, she's a first child, so...
とにかく
35?
そのくらいの頃
I
だっ
don't
たと
know.
思うわ。
Around middle school for her. 20 years ago. Ah, interesting. So a year prior to those 19 years where Beatrice... Okay.
あの
Or
頃の
around
私は
that
あまり成績が
area,
良くなく
time.
て、いつもお母様に怒られてばかりだった。 私なりに努力していたつもりだったんだけど、お母様の期待には全然応えられなくて。
Man, at least you tried your best.
母上はローザにも随分厳しかったな。
Really?
当時は同情していたよ。
I sympathized with her at the time. Be quiet, Cross.
陰口ばっかだったくせに。
I know, right?
言うわね。
Like, this dude Cross over here, I tried to sympathize with her. Over here, still talking behind her back. Yeah, I'll tell her not to talk smack to you. I'll talk smack to you. Dude Cross.
予算かエヴァ
You know, I'm actually with Ava on this one though, Hideyoshi. Like, but yeah, let's get to the story. Let's continue the story though. Like, finish the story, Rosa. She's 35?
今は
Okay.
せかしてはダメよ。いいのよ、ロー
For
ザさん。
20 years, yeah, makes sense, yeah. Okay. Hiyoshi mustn't rush her now.
楽
Okay.
に話して。
Hmm.
ありがとう。あれはお母様に特にひどく叱られた日よ。
So it was a day? Okay. We're going to see the flashback? Or, even though my tutor had promised to keep it a secret, apparently they told Mother all about how I had complained. Dang, snitch tutor. Mother scolded me brutally, saying my name was a disgrace to the Ushiromiya family. Of course I was doing the best I could. But I had none of Cross Nissan's dignity. I couldn't get excellent grades like Ava Nissan, and I had no leadership abilities like Rudolph Nissan. I never stood out. I didn't particularly excel at anything. And I found myself asking why I'd even been born into the Ushiromiya family. I began to question more and more why I'd even been born at all. This is what happened on the day I experienced my mind going blank for the first time. For the first time in my life, I realized that in addition to facing or surrendering to my problems, I had the third choice of running away. Even though I say run, there's no way I could have left Rokkenjima and gone somewhere else. But anyway, I wanted to run away from the mansion and my own self at the time. In a way, it was like a kid running away from home, or maybe a passive.
いなくなりたかったの。
Sort of, yeah. I wanted to disappear. Okay.
あるいはいなくなることによって親を心配させたいという子供なりの反抗だったのかも。
I like how I've been drinking from 2 different water bottles this whole time.
私は森の遥か奥に行けば後宮の家から逃
Finally
れられ
finished
る。
this one. Okay. Shockley thought I went to the Central Forest and escaped. So she ran into the forest. Okay.
迷子になって心配させることで
But then she ran to the other mansion or something.
子供。
それで行ってはいけないと言われていた森に。
Mm-hmm.
ええ、浜辺へ出てから海に沿うように特に理由があったわけじゃないけれど島をぐるりと回ればその反対側には誰も知らない場所があって私だけの隠れ家になるような気がしたの。
浜辺からぐるっとってのは無理だな、途中で崖になっちまうだろう、あんなとこ通れるわけがねえぜ。
もちろんよ。だから通れる方へとにかく奥へ進んだわ。道なんかないひどい森だったけどあの時の私にはそれが心地よかったの。
Makes sense.
それ
Okay.
ほどの険しい森を抜けたならその分後ろ宮家から逃れられるって。
Mm-hmm.
情けないわね。成績で叱られたならその分努力すればいいのに。
Yo, Ava, shut up. I am not in the mood for that. She was already trying her best. And of course you would say that because that's what you did. Not everyone's the same as you.
その代わりローザにはデザイナーとしての才能があったじゃないか。
Literally speaking, he was covering for Rosa. But everyone knew that Rosa's company hadn't been profitable. Dang, Rosa is not getting any... Oh, man.
よせよ。今は嫌味を言ってる場合じゃねえぜ。
Dang it.
そして
Yo.
偶然たどり着いちまったんだ。
Rudolph like, okay, y'all, let's continue with the story, though.
一の
Yeah.
隠し屋敷。
Rosa nodded weakly.
どのくらい歩いたんや。
Far.
地図で場所が示せるんか。夏さん、この島の地図はあるかいな。
いえ、今ここにはありませんが。
Here, now? What do you mean, now? What happened to it before?
無理よ。適当に歩いただけだもの。地図を見せられたってわけ
Yo, for real. Yo, they are trash. Each of them just, like, she can't... Dan, each of them are like that to each other. Man.
それに
Yikes.
あれから20年も経ってる。
I wouldn't help it. I just walking around. Okay.
多分森へ行っても
Yeah, it was also 20 years ago, so she wouldn't, remember exactly where in the island. Several people let out dejected sighs. What did you expect? This was 20 years ago. Like... Yo, for real. It was vividly clear that their haste, they thought some hint related to the witch's epitaph, or maybe even the gold itself might be resting there.
Rokkenjima はこの屋敷の周りが整地されているだけに過ぎねえ。他は完全に未開で、前頭測量は相当の手間がかかるだろうな。
でも確かに存在すると分かっただけでも収穫よ。
Yep, it is. 100%.
お金はかかるだろうけど、例えば航空写真の会社に調査を頼むとか、このお屋敷を建設した業者に当時のことを聞くとか、調べる方法はあるかもしれないわね。
But she say aerial what? Aerial photography company. Okay. To investigate. That'd be kind of cool.
そうね。あるかないかもわからないものを探すよりは、まだ方法があるはずよ。
Yeah, but I think now it exists. Yeah.
早速調べる価値があるだろう。
その調査は兄弟合同でやるわよ。
Ava had to go speak in. She's like, hold on, yeah, we'll do an investigation. We will do an investigation.
兄さん一人ではさせないわ。
It wasn't yet certain that the gold was hidden in that secret mansion, but the sparks seemed to have started flying between Cross and Ava already. For real.
兄貴たち、今はよせ。
Thank you, Rudolph. Man.
Rosa,
It's like whenever
続きを話してくれ。
whenever something's spoken, both of them are just, they get fired up. Okay. Oh. Okay. Randomly, what's that? Randomly, blinking randomly, I kept running on and on. Suddenly I came across something I thought was an animal trail. It was very tight and had no idea how far I'd walk. So at the time, I naturally took the easiest path. Man, I cracked myself up. Okay, so this is Rosa in the past. Okay. As I did, suddenly right before my eyes, a very, very tall fence appeared. It was a fence wonderfully adorned in a Gothic style. For an instant, I thought I turned around and returned to the original mansion. Of course, there were fences around the mansion to stop us from entering the forest. But this fence was decorated differently, and moreover, it was very tall. It probably reached a full 2 stories up. It was covered with ivy and created a mysterious, solemn atmosphere. At the time, I believed in the legend of the witch of the forest, Beatrice. I had been told that she was frightening, but some of the servants told me that she'd sometimes help you if you respected her. Since I had little confidence in those days, I believed the only way I could be saved was by receiving her help. Okay. That's why I thought what I did. I believed that this was the fence of the mansion belonging to Beatrice, the witch of the forest. I thought that if I could meet with Beatrice, she'd definitely save me. So I decided to try going in, but the fence was very, very tall and it didn't look like I'd be able to go over it. So I chose to walk around it. I thought that if I did, I'd eventually reach the gate. But it wasn't that easy. The fence had an incredible length to match its incredible height, and no matter how far I went, I didn't reach a corner. Dang. It might have encircled a massive area. Or maybe I just had the impression because my child's legs made it difficult to walk in the forest. Makes sense. Anyway, I couldn't find a gate for a while. It started to feel sad, as though the witch had rejected me. As I did, I eventually came upon a large tree whose twisted root had bent the fence. It might get my clothes dirty, but if I crawled, it looked like I'd be able to sneak in. Okay.
そこが隠し屋敷だったの。
Yo, let her continue. Stop interrupting.
私たちの言う隠し屋敷なのかはわからない。でも少なくとも私たちの知る場所ではなかったわ。
Unknown location, yep. Yo, this music actually. It wasn't as though I came out into a garden as soon as I passed the fence. I had to continue through a lot more uncultivated forest after that. So I did. The forest suddenly opened up, and what appeared there was an unbelievable, fantastical thing. I'm trying to figure out the time signature on this in the song. To think of that on Rokkenjima, where I thought only we lived. Okay. Hey, Sayanova, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. To think that on Rokkenjima, where I thought only we lived, there could be such a wonderful mansion hidden away. Might just be common time. A beautiful flower garden spanned the front of the mansion. It was a flower garden of completely different design from the rose garden we know so well, and it was very lovely. Of course, the mansion was also wonderful. It was a couple sizes smaller than ours, but it was still elegant and adorable at the same time. That's what I mean, it looks nice. Then I saw her figure. I saw her sitting in the garden chair, positioned to give a view of the flower garden, wearing an elegant dress. It was that black dress embroidered in gold that we would later know from that portrait. Yep, the same appearance. I hadn't seen an elegant dress like that except in fairy tales and on the stage of musicals. For a person wearing that as her normal clothes, that in itself seemed quite fantastical. That mysterious scene was enough to make me lose my sense of reality. If someone had told me that then that was a dream, I might have nodded obediently and waited to wake up in my bed. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, I had forgotten to hide myself in my shock, so she eventually spotted me. At first, her expression was quite listless, but when she noticed me, her eyes opened very wide. The first person she'd seen in a while, it was only natural considering that a guest she didn't know had suddenly appeared. I lowered my head automatically, planning to greet her and apologize for entering without permission. She's like, yo, I'm imprisoned here. Thanks for seeing me. New gardener. Those are the first words she said to me. I grew slightly calmer, because I realized that we could talk to each other, because I hadn't been turned into a frog just by meeting her eyes, like a terrifying witch in a fairy tale. Name yourself, make yourself known.
Ushiromiya Rosa to imasu.
How's she gonna respond to that?
Ushiromiya. Oh, Kinzo no ichizoku no ningen nano ka?
Mm-hmm.
Hai. Kinzo no musume desu. Konnichiwa.
That's a nice little interaction though, low-key. I was a little surprised. After all, father was a great man, feared by everyone. And yet, she had spoken of him without using horrifics, so I was immediately terrified of her. After all, if she could refer to my fearsome father that way, she must be a witch with incredible power. Huh? After staring at me curiously, she beckoned me to come over. Frightened as I was, I obeyed. After all, I thought she might really turn me into a frog. The closer I got, the stronger that fear became. After all, as I kept saying over and over, that woman in her dress and the flower garden and the mansion, that whole picture was so fantastical and beautiful that it seemed separate from reality. It probably wouldn't have surprised me at all to learn that she really was a witch. And I really was lucky. She hadn't turned me into a frog. As I awkwardly stood there, still stock still, she motioned to an open chair and urged me to sit down. Hey! For the first time. As she said this, she let an unhappy smile show for just an instant. Because I was full of a strange mix of tension and excitement, I really asked her a question all of a sudden.
ベアトリーチェですか？
いかにも
Okay.
わらわがベアトリーチ
She
ェ
said, Hex, yeah. There you go.
やはりな。ベアトリーチェは実在したんだ。
その姿はまさに肖像画
Drank
の
too fast. Almost choked on that.
ええ、まさにあの肖像画の通り。
Just like the
お父
portrait.
さんの想像の中の魔女じゃなかったんやな。
Yep, she was real.
それで
Realsies.
あなたは彼女と何を話したの？
Mm-hmm.
彼女はお茶を入れながら私の
Okay,
ことをい
asked
ろ
her
い
a
ろと
question
聞
about
いたわ。
herself. Yep, wanted to know
まず
how you are.
森を抜けてやってきたことを驚かれた。彼女は柵の外には危険な狼がたくさんいると信じていたみたいだった。
Interesting.
私が森を抜けて
Yo, for real. Yo, Maria would have loved this
とても
this
驚いて
story.
いたわ。どうやって
But
狼から
probably
逃
going to
れ
end
た
in a
のか、
drastic way.
ビスケットを渡して許してもらったのか、
Rosa says she kills her or something.
それとも魔法の街灯をかぶって、なんて感じのことを言ってたっけ？
A magic cloak like Harry Potter.
そりゃ確かに魔女っぽいわな。面白いお人や。
あなた黙って。
Now you're telling everyone else to be quiet. Rosa, you...
ずいぶん昔だけど、お父様は森には狼が住んでいるから近寄ってはならないって。
Ooh,
私たちを脅された。
interesting. So you didn't even root like
あ
that.
あ、そんなこともあったな。バカらしいね。日本の狼はとっくの昔に絶滅しているというのに。
Is that true? Japanese wolves went extinct? Like, Japanese wolves don't exist? Like, for real?
まさに子供騙しだな。
記憶にねえな。そんな話。親父に聞かされたっけ？
Huh?
森には魔女だろ？狼なんて話聞いたことないぜ。
あんたがまだ小学校だった頃よ。覚えてない？そしたらあんた、むしろ狼を撫でてみたいなんて
She
言
got
い
bring
出
us
すも
some
んだ
embarrassing
から。
memory? Like,
お父様はすぐに狼の話を引っ込めて、魔女の話に切り替えたのよ。もう、その嘘っぽいことと言ったら。
it's true. Wow. I did not know that. Huh. Maybe it actually makes sense because when I think of like Japan, I don't think of wolves there. So, huh. They went extinct. Man, rest in peace. Oh man, sorry. Rest in peace, wolves of Japan.
私の背中
Wow.
にしがみついた夜があったことを覚えているかね？
ルドルフさんにもそんな可愛らしい時代があったのね。
What's this like little nostalgia take right here? Let's get back to Rosa's
う
story.
るせえな。子供の頃の話だぜ。
But I guess in a way it's
Well,
kind of
とにかく。
nice seeing them acting like, you know, pleasant siblings with each other, you know, joking around and whatnot. But
ベアトリーチェを閉じ込めていたのがお父さんだ
that's。probably the few times
同
we'll
じ
see that.
狼の話をするのは道理ね。彼にと
Or
って
maybe
ロッケン島
only.
の広大な森は、後ろ宮家と愛人の屋敷という
Yeah,
相入れない二つの異世界を分断する。
exactly.
越えてはならない壁だったのだから。
In short,
柵の高さを考えると、どうやら親父殿は庭ごと丸々を座敷牢にしたようだな。
if I bump into his mic again,
二
it's
つの世
like,
界を分ける国境も同然だったのだろう。
狼はともかく、野犬の類でもいたのではありませんか？
that's a
そのた
possibility.
めの策だったかもしれません。ロッケン島に狼
But
も野
I
犬
mean,
も
this
い
is
ない
an
わ。
island. How did these stray wolves get on this island?
その策は兄さんやキリエさんの言うようにベアトリーチェと私たちの間の国境だったんでしょうね。
しかし狼の話を素直に信じるなんてなんちゅうか純朴やな。わしの想像していた魔女とは随分違う感じやで。
そうね。 それは私も感じたわ。とても尊大で、確かに魔女のイメージ通りの人だったんだけど、
But
どこか
yeah, of course there's always a but. Very
なんて
childish.
いうの
Yeah.
か素直すぎるというか、世間知らずな印象を受けたわ。
Yep. And it makes sense, and we know why, in a
本
way.
当におとぎの国の人みたいというか、本当に不思議な人だったわ。
それからどうしたんだ？
Yep.
親父の話とかは出たのかい？
This microphone.
ええ、何日かに一度約束されている日もあれば突然の日もあったそうだけど、
Okay.
ふらりとお父様が訪れては一緒にお茶を飲
Every
んだ
few
り
days, yeah, Kinzo would
散
come
歩した
over.
りしたん
Yeah.
ですって。
Mm-hmm.
私が訪れたその日はたまたま彼女一人だったと言っていたわ。
Hmm.
なるほどな。まさに愛人といったところだ。やれやれ。
Oh, it sounds like it was just popping in
い
my
く
head.
つ年下か知らんが、親父殿もやるね。
Okay.
いかがわしい意味での交流はなかったと確信しています。
Benjamin say, I don't know how much young she. Okay.
バカね。男と女の多さに色気がないはずないじゃない。
There's no way a love is between a man wouldn't have some sensuality.
それでどうしたの？
That's not something I want to think about. Like it, Kinzo is your father. You want to think.
それから何の話を？
私の自己紹介をしたので逆に彼女のことを質問したわ。そうしたら急に雰囲気が落ち込んでしまったの。
But she's
なんて
like,
いうの
who
か、
am I? Yeah, she's gonna say,
とても
yeah.
気だるそうな、寂しそうな。
Lonely, yeah, loneliness, yeah.
私が初めて彼女の顔を見た時に浮かべていたのと同じ表情だった。
Like a flat earth.
まあ秘密の愛人だからな。
Yo, for real.
好き勝手に歩かれて
Not the only one who cares
袋
about
に見つか
Kinzo.
っちまったらことだ。
She just walked around wherever she liked.
きっと軟禁に近い状態だったろう。
Dang, their mother was
綺麗な屋敷や庭
ruthless.
があってもさぞや窮屈な思いをしてたんだろうぜ。そりゃ苦労もあったろうさ。それで
Yeah, man, you was, yeah. Continue.
彼女はきっと何か悩みがあった。それを私に話したところで私もとても悲しかったのを覚えてる。私と一緒にいることさえ忘れてしまったかのようで、
Really?
遠くをぼんやり見ながらずっと無言でいたわ。私はきっと失言してしまったに違いないと
No,
思った
that's
ん
just
だ
how
け
she
ど、
was.
謝罪の言葉すらも口にしていいような雰囲気じゃなくて、だから私も彼女が私と一緒にいることを思い出してくれるまでずっと黙ってた。
And then she muttered unexpectedly. Ooh, new music? Okay.
本当に狼などおらぬのか？
はい、狼なんて動物園でも見たことないです。
Okay. Interesting.
動物園とは何か？
She's like, what a zoo.
ああ、いろんな動物が飼われているところです。
Yeah, in cages.
象とかキリンとかパンダとか、
Like,
珍しい動物がいっぱいいますよ。
動物園に狼はいないのか？
there might be.
ならその怖くな
Yeah,
いか
she
もし
really
れ
do
ない。
not like wolves.
狼がいたとしても動物はみんな檻に入ってますから安全です。 だから安心して見学できるんですよ。
The mighty witch of the forest has appeared terrified by wolves. I remember it looked pretty funny to me at the time. Huh.
それはわらわとどう違うの？
She didn't know about zoos. I explained how fun zoos could be, but it was very difficult for a person like her who had never visited one to understand. On the contrary, I explained to her, her expression grew increasingly dismal. Dismal? Yeah. She couldn't see the difference. Apparently, even though she lived in an elegant mansion that was surrounded by a high fence and seemed to lack for nothing, she couldn't see how she was any different from animals shut up in cages.
わ
Yeah.
らわは何者なのか。皆はわらわのことをベアトリーチェと呼ぶ。それは確かにそなたの言うように偉大な魔女の名前らしい。
Yep.
しかし
But that
そ
isn't
れ
me.
はわらわではないのだ。
Interesting.
魔法など何も使えぬ。わらわはその魔女の魂を
Yeah.
のみに封じられているだけなのだ。
Rosa like, what? I follow. There was definitely something odd about her. Beyond just being cut off from the world, it seemed she truly believed that magic exists. I think she talked a lot about lots of weird things, but I don't remember the details. All I thought was that this might be a person to be pitied. She was able to leave this mansion of her own free will, a prisoner without even realizing it. And she didn't know anything about the outside world, didn't even understand who she was. She probably vaguely realized that she was to be pitied. But since she didn't know anything, she seemed incapable of recognizing her own unhappiness. Long ago, when I told Nason that I felt sorry for a bird in a cage, she said this: "A bird that only knows about the inside of a cage doesn't long for the outside." But this wasn't a bird. She really was a person. Even though she'd never been outside the cage, she understood that there was more to the world. So, I invited her.
柵の外へ出てみますか？
本当に狼はい
Okay,
ないの？
interesting.
いないですよ。絶対平気ですから。
Huh.
出たいぞ。
Hey.
だがいつも門は閉まって
Yo, she said, yo, I found a little thingy. To get out.
私が入ってきたところがあります。くぐり抜けられる隙間があるんです。
そこを抜ければ外の世界があるのか？
はい。
狼は本当にいない？
はい、いませんよ。
I'd only planned on inviting her to go on a short walk, but she kept looking over the shoulder at the mansion as though she was seriously worrying over the decision. Then I learned that she was preparing herself for what she was preparing herself for.
もうここは嫌だ。
Gotta get out the cage.
外へ出たい。そしてわらわが何者でこの世界はどうなっていて、わらわは何のために生まれてきたのかを。
And just stuck behind that cage. I didn't know what her life had been like before then. It was probably something she couldn't express easily. If it was harsh, she just had to say she wanted to escape. If it was sweet, she just had to say she'd stay. For example, maybe it was like how a hot fireplace on a winter day makes the air get thicker and thicker, giving you a headache. Even though you know you shouldn't keep things the way they are, you still need courage to open the window and be tormented by the cold wind. She was starting to realize that she couldn't stay there forever. She was starting to realize that she had to go outside someday. But since she didn't know about the outside world, she must have needed courage to take that unspeakable first step outside. And despite that, she had made her decision. She had voiced her decision to go outside, and decided she was probably making for the first time in her life. I hesitated for a moment. Father had decided that she should live here. She was like Father's beloved bird in a cage. If I just let her escape, Father might scold me harshly.
見たい。何を？動物園が
Aha! Yo, let me bring me to the zoo. Let's go on a date. I was a little surprised when she finally gave me a gentle smile. Could that have been a fair-sightedness brought about by her decision to venture out from the cage? It was a smile so gentle, I couldn't imagine that that had come from that once dark face.
そなたと話すと知らないことばかり出てくる。わらわは学校なるものもわからぬし、動物園映画館も知らぬ。
Oh, my mistake.
遊園地も知らぬ。
There should have movie theaters, amusement parks, all these fun places.
心の底から思う。そなたはわらわをそこへ連れて行ってくれるのか。
Nice. I was nervous about how I could keep it from father, but her face looked happy, so I went along with her and nodded. But she seemed to not notice the meaning behind my vague smile. She seemed to believe that I'd really take her to all those places. She was pure and genuine. She'd probably never been tricked by anyone. No, maybe it's better to say that she never learned how to doubt. Her smile was somewhat radiant, yet pathetic. I wanted to find a way to grant her modest wish.
わらわはもうベアトリーチェは嫌だ。
Huh.
わらわが何者なのか。ベ
Okay.
アトリーチェではない。新しい人間を始めたい。
Not Beatrice. Okay.
だからここから連れ出してほしい。
Okay, that's nice.
紅茶もいらぬ。
So no more black tea, no more sitting here on the same area,
金蔵とも
no
二度
more
と会わない。
dress.
ここよりわらわを連れ出してくれ。ローザ。
However, that responsibility was one that a child like me couldn't hope to fully bear. Still, when I saw her serious gaze along with that brilliant smile that made it look as though its possessing spirit had left her, I could feel a little courage start to rise up inside me. This was definitely something that would get me into a lot of trouble, and yet it was definitely the right thing to do. I don't know how it'll turn out, but I'll take her away from here. Okay. Of course, I won't be able to talk to father, and not mother either. Either? Should I talk to Oni-sama or One-sama? No. What about the reliable Genji-san? That's right. What about Kumasawa-san, to whom I can always talk to when I'm in trouble? I'm sure they'll be able to do something. Man, it's been a hot minute since I've seen Kumasawa. Anyway, for now, I'll take her out of here. This was already a place she didn't want to be. So I took her to the crack in the fence and led her outside. She was all nervous, checking to make sure there were no wolves around. But once that fear disappeared, even just walking around this dense forest seemed to be fun somehow. Every time she found something, she'd ask me about it. Okay, so she did get to venture outside the fence. And they were all really trivial things. What's that flower? What's that leaf? And that sound? And that smell? It was really like the inside of the fence had been her entire world. And now that she had traveled beyond the limits of her world, it's strange. When I first met her, I really thought she was a witch herself, relaxing inside the witch's mansion. Yo, this is all nice and all, but I don't forget, she kills her or something. Rosa does. But now it was different. We're actually the complete opposite. She left the world she believed to be finite, and was overjoyed at the realization that the world was endless, something she'd never thought of before. So everything she saw was new. It was almost as though she was the one who had been thrown into a fairy tale. If she was Alice, and I felt like a rabbit holding a watch. To her, it was probably a really fun walk filled with a brim of excitement. But I was actually at a loss of what to do. After all, I walked randomly to get there. Of course, I didn't know the way back to our mansion. There were no lights in the forest and I had brought a flashlight. I realized it would be terrible if it got dark while we were still like this, and grew impatient. She was too innocent, and apparently she couldn't understand at all how frightening it would be to face the night inside the forest. But I was the one who brought her outside. I had to take responsibility somehow and resolve the situation. So I had a thought. Let's go outside. Let's go out to the ocean for now. If we then follow the beach around, we should eventually make it back to the mansion. However, that was more of a problem than I imagined. I didn't have a map or a compass. There's no way I could walk in a straight line through an uncultivated forest and immediately lost my sense of direction. I already had no clue which trail I had come by and was completely lost. At this rate, night would definitely fall before I had a clue where to walk. But this was no time to cry. After all, that woman following behind me was so innocent and having so much fun. So I definitely had to lead the way through this forest, for the sake of her smile as well, gritting my teeth so that she didn't see me looking troubled. I pushed my way through the forest, advancing down the path that wasn't my path. Then after going through various troubles, I fortunately managed to reach the ocean. At the time, I still didn't have a clue where I was on the island. But for the time being, I was just a little reassured, realizing that if I just went around this way, I would surely be able to return to the mansion. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Remember, though I had reached the ocean, we were at the top of a rock cliff. The beach was far below us. I was tired from walking around the forest for so long, so I figured that an open area, even a rocky beach, would probably be much easier to walk in. So I suggested that we go down a rocky cliff somehow. It looked pretty dangerous, but I figured there was no other way. Yeah. However, Beatrice agreed to my plan without any doubts. Even though she was probably older than me, she meekly obeyed as though she was some kind of chick who thought I was a mother. I searched to see if there was some part of the cliff I'd be able to get down. Then I found a place where the cliff had fallen over and made a slope. It looked a little dangerous, but if I went down using both hands and both legs like a crawling, I thought it might be okay. Yikes. Oh boy. Okay.
ローザがそうするのならそうしようぞ。わらわは迷うとやらも楽しいぞ。とても愉快だ。
She really had no sense of danger. There was probably no doubt she'd lived a life without discomfort. Even though she knew it would get dark when light fell, she couldn't imagine how dangerous the inside of the forest could be without a light. I'm turning down my volume a little bit. Furthermore, it seemed that she couldn't grasp at all how dangerous it might be if she fell from the cliff. She about to? I warned her repeatedly to be careful. I cautiously examined our potential route down. It seemed to be quite a long drop. I think it might be about 10 meters down. 10 meters down? Yikes. If you looked at it from the bottom up, it would probably have looked shorter than the roof of the mansion. But looking from the top, it felt almost as though staring down from the observation room on Tokyo Tower. But Beatrice still appeared to be completely without fear. It felt as though she had never been taught that high places were dangerous. No, maybe she believed that she was a witch, and that she could fly, so there wasn't any need to worry. I'm bracing for a death screen. Okay.
気をつけるぞ。下へ降りたら海があるな。そこに水族館があるのか。
いえ、この島には水族館はないですよ。でも海にはたくさんの魚がいると思います。
There should be. There will be. There are fish in the sea.
そなたが話してくれた、クジラとかイルカとかペンギンとかはいるのか。
いえ、そういうのは水族館に行かないといないです。
A whale at an aquarium?
水族
I
館
guess the type of whale.
島を出ないとないですよ。
そうなのか。だが楽しみだ。クジラとはどんな魚なのか。
Big ones.
すっごく大きな魚で。
Yeah, they're more so mammals, yeah.
哺乳類かな。それで 潮を吹いたりします。
They spit seawater into the air.
ならばイルカは頭のいい
They are.
魚で、あれこれも哺乳類だっけ？とても頭が
She's like,
良
oh
く
yeah,
て
they're actually.
芸とかを覚えられるんですよ。あれこれは鳥類だっけ？
Yeah, they are.
なんだ
Dang, you. She should break down some interesting
水族
stuff.
館なのにさっきから魚が出てこんぞ。
まあ
Water bearing
魚だ
creatures.
けでなくいろいろな海の生き物がいっぱいいるんですよ。
Hmm?
は
Yeah, there are.
それはとても楽しみだ。
Especially the deepest depths that no one knows of yet. Man. Huh? She about to slip and fall? Yeah. Knew that was going to happen. She let out what might have been a funny, rushed and short cry. No, it was probably a scream. It came right out of the blue. Her body separated from the cliff and silently fell. I immediately wanted to say something to her. I wanted to say, didn't I tell you to be more careful? It was the thought of a child. It was how a child immediately gets mad when something bad happens, trying to find an excuse to show it wasn't their fault. Of course, I said it out loud. Are you okay? Didn't I warn you over and over? Rest in peace. Yikes.
それで
Yeah, she dead.
崖から落ちてどうなったの？
Rudolph, you know what? Dang.
彼女はどうしたんだ？
Come on, y'all, get a clue. With Scooby-Doo.
ローザ。
Rosa fell silent. Her gaze dropped to her feet, as though she were seeing through the floor into some disgusting memory.
死んだ。
She did say she died. Okay, so that's what... Okay, I see what Rosa meant when she says, I killed her in a way, but not really. Okay, in a way she blames herself for her death, which makes sense. Ava's brutal words were the ones Rosa had most wanted to avoid, and when she was hit with them, she screamed in resignation.
死んだわ。岩浜だったもの。尖った危険な岩がたくさんむき出しになっていた。
Dang, that's really sad. Innocent Beatrice, just... Yikes. Rosa, you became a witch.
目を見開いたまま、すごい血が溢れ出して、たちまち真っ赤な絨毯を広げていった。
Oh.
声をかけたわ。揺さぶったわ。
Shook her?
でも、彼女は返事はおろか、瞬きすらも。
Ah, that is...
私が悪いのよ。彼女はドレス姿だったのよ。あんな動きにくい格好なのを知っていたのに、私が歌舞伎を降りようなんて言ってしまったから。彼女はすごい素直だったから、私の言うことに何の疑いもせずに従って。
Okay.
いつまで死んでいるつもりか。いい加減に目を覚ませ。まったく。わらわの預かり知れぬとこ
Oh,
ろ
she's on the battler? Yes.
不快に姿
Yeah,
を
Lucifer
変える
wasn't playing. To a lump of meat.
おめえのとこの太もも姉ちゃんとイチャついてただけだぜ。
Man, Battler likes that.
それより、これはどういうことだ？
Mm-hmm.
見たままよ。わらわは足を踏み外して転落し、死んだ。
Huh?
なんだと？
Yeah.
19人目として登場しておきながら、
Hmm.
死んだだと？
Yeah.
ふざけるな。そんなわけはない。ローザおばさんは子供だったし、焦ってた。医者がいたわけでもない。多分、死んだと誤解しただけで、お前は多分、
Alive and
仮死
pretending
状態
to
か
be
何か
dead
生きていたんだ。そうだろ。
after falling on rocks. And what's all that blood? Ketchup? She had ketchup on her the whole time, Battler? Yo. But then again, you could go back and say she was a child and mistaken, but I don't think that's something you would forget about. It can't be true. She's got to be alive. Otherwise, how can she be here? The kid-aged Aunt Rosa shook Beatrice's body, crying. I stared into that face too. But her eyes were still open, and it really was a corpse. I wanted to dodge the issue by saying something vague, like she must be playing dead. But no matter how I looked at it, it didn't look fake at all. It really did look like she was dead. Okay. Beatrice had fallen upside down from a cliff of that height, and her head had smashed against the pointed tip of those sharp rocks. Yeah, he probably would die. After landing after landing on those rocks. From that height. But I couldn't accept it. No matter how dead she looked, she had to be alive. Then she went on to become this damn irritating witch. That makes all the inconsistencies fit. Like I said, no matter how she looked, Grandfather must have kept her confined constantly in a hidden mansion. Then to take revenge for that, she committed several atrocious murders. Oh my gosh. Aunt Rosa probably just mistakenly thought she was dead. She was actually alive, and as soon as Aunt Rosa left, would miraculously breathe again. Then she somehow lived on until today, and opened the curtain on her revenge drama. Otherwise, the facts don't fit together.
そう簡単には騙されねえぞ。赤で復唱できるか。確かに死んだ。
That she is dead.
どうせ生きてるんだろ。見え見えだぜ。
Let's get this confirmation.
それのどこが生きているように見えるというの。
She's like
間違いなく死んでいる。
definitely dead. So she okay. Okay. No. My theory that the ninth person was Grandfather's mistress, a human Beatrice, has been defeated. Had been defeated. I plan to strike back from a defensive position, but...
なら、お前は何者だってんだ?
Question she's asking too,
お前は
right?
たった今、死んだんだろうが。まさか魔法で蘇ったとか言い出すんじゃねえだろうな。
すでに説明したと思うがな。そこに倒れているわらわは確かに魂はわらわ
That possesses my soul, yeah.
その体はわらわをうつしおへつなぎ止めておく肉
Yep,
の檻
exactly.
に過ぎなかった。そしてその肉の檻がこうして
How
壊
the
れ
cage of flesh is broken.
それが
Oh!
どういうことかわかるか？
That means the soul is free?
もうさっぱりだ
It
ぜ。
wasn't tied anymore to
好きなだ
that
け魔女小道具に興じろ。
body no more.
チャカの代わりに聞いてやら。なんだ、空っぽか。
Hey, can I get some more black tea?
ロノウ客人が紅茶をお望みだ。
When Beto I thought I said clasped. When Beto clapped her hands, Renove disappeared. Both are sure are convenient.
おかわりですね。
Yes,
かしこ
indeed,
まり
though.
ました。どの程度お継ぎしましょうか。
Fill it to the
ど
brim.
うせチャカがボリューム満点だろうからよ。半分でいいぜ。
Oh, okay. He
そ
wants
れ
to
で
balance
も
that out.
なみなみとお入れするのが英国式でござい
Exactly
ま
what I'm
す。
saying. Yo, fill it to the brim. Even though just enough to wet my throat would have been fine, he filled it to the top. Wet my throat? Pause? I turned my back to Beto, sipping it in silence.
ちょっと目を覚ましてよ、ベアトリーチェ。
Rosa shook me. No, shook the corpse that had once been me. I watched over her from a short distance away. Ah, so I fell there and died. For a while I believed that was true. I saw Rosa spent a long time beside my corpse, then watched her as she ran away. Eventually I realized that I was a different individual from that corpse. Yep.
わらわか。ようやく金蔵の戒めから逃れられたのか。
Yeah. Eventually, I felt the memory turning. The fact that I was an endless witch who had lived for 1,000 years. Yep. That I remember that I'd been summoned by Kinzo and that I'd been imprisoned by him for a long time. While being imprisoned in a cage of flesh, I completely lost my memory as a witch. However, thanks to Rosa, if you could say that, thanks to my accidental death, I now regain. Thanks, Rosa. You know, in a way, she helped-ish.
Rosa, そなたはわらわを死なせてしまったと後悔しているだろう。
You want to thank her.
わらわにとっては感謝したいくらいよ。
I couldn't see Rosa anymore. Did she go to a doctor? Or was she so terrified that she ran away? It no longer matters. That soulless shell no longer has any value. And yet, I'm so frail now. Even this glorious midday sun is agony to me. I destroyed my human form. Oh, my bad, everyone. Okay, I was about to ask, what happened to the body then? Okay, destroyed that. Then I changed it to several gold butterflies. Yes, with my magical powers as frail as now, this form is easier to maintain. Okay. To escape even a little from the light of the sun, I rode the wind and gently flew up to the side of the cliff. It would probably be cooler in the forest. Anyway, it will take some time to recuperate and regain my former power. As I ponder how to make Kinzo pay up all he owes me. Okay. Dancing along through the air, I looked down at the shore one more time. On the rocky shore, I laid the figure of what had once been me. The figure I would eventually regain. To regain the form of that physical body I'd thrown away. It would probably take more than 200 days. And it might require 1,000 days, or perhaps even more. However, I am the Endless Witch. The Golden Witch who has lived for 1,000 years. Waiting for any countable number of days would be no problem. Oh, Kinzo. Regret that you are not here now. No longer will you be able to capture me. Cackle, cackle. Interesting.
それで、お前は黄金の蝶に姿を変え、森の中に潜んで魔力が回復するのを待った。
That is what she's saying.
そういうことだ。そなたを嘲笑するためにこの姿を取るが、本来は蝶たちの姿でいた方が、
Okay, so
魔力
that's
的には楽なのだ。
explanation for the butterfly form in a way.
無理しねえで楽な格好で嫌がれよ。ムカつく笑い声を聞かずに済むぜ。
蝶に姿を変え、森に紛れたわらわを探し出すことなど、もはや金蔵には不可能なこと。だが、金蔵も指を加えているわけではなかった。しかし、わらわを捕らえる方法はすぐに用意はできぬ。
Okay. Yeah.
そのため、まずはわらわをこの島から逃さぬ方
Move
法。
to prevent me from leaving this island.
そし
Okay.
て、わらわが力を取り戻すことがないよう、即座に手を打ったのだ。やれやれ。とにかく金蔵の執念深いことと言ったら、想像を絶する。あれに惚れられるのも、なかなかに辛いものだ
Makes
ぞ。
sense. That dude, Kinzo.
蝶になったお前を逃がさない方法
Yeah.
なんだよ。
Is that related to
森
the
全体に蚊帳でも貼っ
mirror
と
or
っての
something?
か
それを魔法的に行ったの。
Magical one.
そなたは知っておるか？船着き場の先の洋上に岩礁が浮かび、
Yeah.
そこに小さな東洋魔術の祠があることを。
ああ、あ
Yeah.
れか。今年はなくなってたけどな。昔、
Or
資
that,
源者が
okay.
作ってったとかいう祠なんだろ。
ロッケン島は元来 歪みのある島でござ
by
い
a
ます。
distortion.
魔力的な存在やそれに類した存在を引きつけます。お嬢様もそんなうちのお一人でございましょうね。紅茶のおかわりはいかが
Yo,
ですか？
dude, chill the tea. You're kind of annoying me with the tea now. Low key. Oh, he's talking to Beatrice. Okay. I thought he's talking to Ballard again. I was like, yo, you just filled his cup to the brim, man.
おそらく数々の不気味なる伝承を残してきたであろう。それを聞きつけた東洋魔術師が古代に設けたのがあの祠なのだ。長い時間を経てその力は失われておった。
Okay.
金蔵はそれを修復することで島の結界を蘇ら
Okay, by
せ、
restoring that. Okay.
わらわを再び島に縛り
Oh, my bad.
西洋魔女のお前に東洋の魔法なんて通じるのかよ。
Yeah, what's up with that?
本来は相性が悪い。しかしわらわを封じたいという目的においてはある意味都合が良かっただろうな。わらわも西洋魔術であれば心得がある。どのような結界であっても何かの手が打てたであろう。しかし東洋魔術は専門外よ。わらわが飲まんとするスープに対しスプーンではなく箸を与えられたようなものだ。
Okay, okay. That's a good analogy. I get it.
東洋魔術が強く支配する空間では西洋魔術はひどく力を失いま
That
す。
makes
ただ
sense.
でさえ千日はかけたであろう力を取り戻す時間を
She wouldn't be able to. She would have to wait many. Yeah,
長く
wait
かけねば
longer
ならな
than
かったのです。
usual.
それで約20年かけて魔力を取り戻し今こうして蘇ったって言いたいのか？
辛く長い年月であった。
20 long
わらわは
years.
黄金の蝶の姿のまま長く日々を送り、金蔵の屋敷を見つけ奴の日常を見守った。どのように仕返しをしてやろうか、それを思案することだけを
Okay.
日々の楽しみに生きてきた。わらわにとって幸運だったのはその間の20年間。金蔵はわらわを探し出し捕らえるあらゆる秘術にことごとく失敗した点だったか。
Okay. My phone was like going off, and I was like, "Who the heck is who's messaging me?" Okay.
人間に起こせる奇跡の数などたかが知れている。
Audio still good? Okay.
わらわをあれだけ長く捕らえていただけでも十分に身に過ぎた奇跡だ。そう何度も捕らえられてはたまらぬわ。
じいさまが前のゲームだかで言ってたな。魔法は確率的奇跡に宿る。
Yeah,
みた
he
いな
did.
ことよ。
Miracle possibilities, or magic yeah, miracle. Yeah, magic like miracle
金
possibilities.
蔵はわらわを再び捕らえる秘術を探るうちにそこに行き着いたのだ。そして13人の生贄を捧げることでわらわを再び蘇ら
Okay,
せる儀
hence
式
the
を
epitaph
つ
and
い
all
に
that
編
other
み出
stuff.
したの。
Okay.
13人の
Mm-hmm.
生贄。
Yeah, this dude Kinzo is relentless.
それが魔女の碑文生贄の歌でございます。
6 people on the first floor. Yeah.
第2の番に2人、そして第4の番から第8の番にかけて5人、合計13人の生贄を捧げる禁じられた儀式。その生贄はランダムに決められ、儀式を執り行う金蔵自身も例外にはなりません。
バカ野郎。この島で起こったあの凄惨な殺人が全部おかしな儀式だって言うのかよ。
Yes. Yeah. I had a vague idea that this might be the case, but I couldn't just hear that it was true from a witch and a demon and say, "Oh, really?" and accept it.
六軒島には18人いる。13人が生贄に捧げられ5人だけが生き残る。
Yeah.
そしてわらわはよみがえる。
Mm-hmm.
つまり金蔵がわらわに再び会える確率は
About
だい
1
たい
in
3
3.
分の1といったところか。
Yeah.
その確率に自らの命を落とし、残りわずかな寿命の最後の一瞬にわらわとの再会を
just
望
wants to
ん
see
だ
her.
のだ。
そのふざけた儀式のために俺たち親族が集められたってのか
That
よ。
joke of a ceremony.
ふざけやがって。いい加減なことを抜かすんじゃねえ。
もとより契約の通りだ。 金蔵の生を終えるとき、貸し与えた黄金と、そして金蔵が生み出した財産のすべてをわらわがもらい受ける。金蔵には散々に英雄を飲まされたが、今となってはこの1000年でも稀な時間だった。 何しろ魔女の天敵は退屈よ。
Okay.
それから逃れることのできる数十年間を提供した金蔵には、なるほど、それも含めて借りがあるやもしれぬ。わらわは金蔵のゲームに乗ることにした。そしてまず金蔵は後宮家当主の指輪
Yeah, we
を
know
わらわ
that.
に返却する。わらわの黄金で復興させた家だからな。そして13人の生贄を気まぐれに決めるのだ。
Yep.
そしてその過程でお前たちが右往左往し
You all run about.
わらわに立ち向かおうと様々な人間模様を見せてくれることは、わらわにとって非常に愉快なことだ。わらわはこの金蔵のゲームを実に気に入っている。
Battle about to be mad about that. No response to that? Okay.
ああ、そんな魔法話は絶対信じねえぞ。
Of course.
さあお前は誰なんだ。お前は崖から転落して死んだんだろうが、魂が抜け出して蝶になって森へ。そんなのあるわけねえだろうが。だがお前はここにいる。誰だってんだ。お前こそが19人目じゃねえのかよ。
そうであるな。
Yeah.
わらわこそが19人目であろうな。
Laughs at him.
だがダメだぜ。
Oh, using his own words
全
against
然
him?
ダメだ。
That's funny. Oh.
この六軒島に19人以上の人間は
There are
存
no
在しない。
more than 18 people in Wow. She just said it. There are no more than 18 people. That means it's only 18
ってこと
people.
は18人プラス X の
There are no more than yeah, there's no more than yeah. Wow.
俺が取ったコマ
Yep.
X は
For real.
存在しないんだ
Goodbye.
よ。
18 plus X. Because he's
そ
gonna
う
laugh
いう
at
こと
that.
になります。実にご愁傷様ですよ。しかしお嬢様も手がお早いですな。もう少し泳がせて最後にひっくり返す
He's like, yo, I thought you were gonna torture him a little longer. Yo, for real. Yo, she really is trolling him, but like
さてバトラー
leading him
さん
onto one theory
紅茶のおかわり
only
は
to debunk it like later on.
いらねえよチキショー。
What he used to say? More tea.
俺は信じないぞ。18人の中に犯人がいるわけねえ。じゃあお前は何なんだよ。どうしてここにいるんだよ。19人目が存在しないってんならお前は18人の誰かの変装だって言うのかよ。
そなたにとってしぶしぶとで
You
はあ
are
っても
castling?
18人の誰かを疑うことが最後の逃げ道、キャスリングとなるであろう。しかしわらわはここからが難しいのだ。
Yo, for real.
そなたはなりふりさえ
He
捨てれば
loves giving out tea.
18人もの人間を自在に犯人に仕立て上げられる。その18人の駒をくぐり抜け
True.
わらわを認めさせチェックメイトに至るのは実に難しいこと
It will be.
そんなことするもんか。18人の誰も疑わない。疑いたくない。またここに追い込まれちまったのか。
Yes, you have.
チクショーチクショー。
三度に及んだそなたとのゲームもいよいよ終盤戦のようではないか。もう逃げ場はないぞ。
Ooh.
お前の大好きな18人を疑いたくないだろう。なのになぜわらわを拒むのか。序盤は本のように、中盤は魔術師のように、そして終盤は機械のようにさせとな。
Open book, middle game, like
これより詰めるぞ。ゆっくりじっくり
slowly and carefully, yeah.
確実にな。いや、それともそなたにふさわしく一気に畳みかけるのが良いのか。
She said, which one do you like? Which would you prefer? Man.
すでにそなたの苦手とする攻め方も知り抜いておるわ。
For real, man. She said I have the high ground. Okay, well, I'm going to end it right there on that note. With Beto having the high ground on the dude Battler. Where they're going to bring us to the cousins room? Yep, the cousins hanging out. And we're going to see where everyone's at. Their final moments before catastrophe. I like how you hear like the ticking, the clock in the background. Okay, well, this is also interesting. Like, yo, there's a little moment right there. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, that's nice. And then all the other older siblings are, yeah, midnight. Okay. Do I have to press something? Oh, okay. Yo, this is a long build-up. Yeah, of course, those two are the same faces. Homie Goda. That lamp. Piece of furniture. Kinzo. Oh. Sorry, look at me. Okay. What's up, man? No, let me not throw that. I have to throw that into my garbage can. Definitely not poke a hole in the wall. It's a pen. It's a little ridiculous. How's that? Oh. Achievement. Hey, thanks for that. I just want to pause and save. Yeah. Okay, so now it's the next day. Well, midnight to be precise. Oh, finally. Okay. I'm ending it right here. Yo, next time it's going to go down. Okay. But yeah, this is an interesting section of Umineko today. Lots of background information and stuff, which is really interesting. Yeah, Anything else I want to add off the top of my head? I have a lot of notes. I took a lot of notes today. I'm proud of myself for that. Yeah, pretty straightforward stuff, really. Anything else? No, nothing else I want to add. I'm kind of tired right now, so I have to wake up tomorrow early for some work. So, yeah, again, thank you for tuning in for the stream of Umineko. We will be back this Thursday for sure. Unless I get tired again. I think I'll be good. I just had a rough week last week. Somewhat. This was a busy week. Wait, let me also end this poll. So more people would want to... Oh, that kind of scared me. Okay, so more people voted for teleportation than super speed. Okay, I agree. I'd rather have teleportation than super speed as well. Well, in a way, I guess it depends on the type of super speed we're talking about. Like, will I get tired afterwards? Will I get teleportation? I'll just be instantly there. But yeah, anyways, thank you for tuning in for this stream of Umineko. Next stream will be, Thursday, and Saturday we'll be back for Danganronpa. So yeah, thank you for checking out the stream. Enjoy the rest of your week, and yeah, it's gonna end it right there. I just heard people in the hallway, man. That kind of did creep me out. I really thought someone was like right here. I was like, where's his voice in here? But yeah, super speed has that versatility, which I like. Like, I could perform tasks in super speed as well. Teleportation is just more like a location-based ability, I guess. Well, can I also teleport objects? If I could teleport objects as well, that'd be kind of cool. I guess both of them have their advantages and disadvantages. I guess it depends on what you'd want at the end. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on Thursday for Umineko, and I'm just going to end it right there. Enjoy your week until Thursday. Peace.